everybody, it's Cheyenne and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to talk about an email that I received, and it really just hit home for me because everything this person said in their email is stuff that I have felt in the past or while I've been a dental assistant. So I wanted to do a video on it and just talk about the email and kind of just talk about what I said back to her. So her name is, I'm really bad with names, by the way. If you want to know one fun fact about me, I'm terrible with names, but I think you pronounce it Elva Parks, and she reached out to me on my Gmail account and wrote me an email. And basically she had said that she's been struggling with her position at an office that she's been at because there's really no growth for her there and there's no incentive, and she's just struggling, kind of looking for more as a dental assistant. And I have been there so many times, and I think I've done videos on this in the past. I've definitely been very open about pay and what you can and can't do as a dental assistant and how to progress and get more pay as a dental assistant. And if you just get into dental assisting and you don't further your education, or you don't get your EFTA, or you don't get other certifications like your sealants and soft relines or your CDA, and you just have your radiology license and you are just a dental assistant, yes, you're not going to progress very far. You're not going to get, the extra pay or extra things that you can do within dental assisting. But with me, I'm constantly looking to grow within any position. I've always been like that. I want to reach that top tier. I want to be the best. It's just in my personality. I don't want to be stagnant, and I want to continue to grow in my career. So as soon as I started dental assisting, I got my EFTA, I got my CDA, I got my instructor permits. I've always worked really, 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 really hard to progress. And with progressing, sometimes that means leaving offices that you're at. And I've had to do that in my past. I've left offices because, one, I was just not happy there, or I was unhappy because there was no incentive for me. There was no room for me to grow as a dental assistant. So I chose to leave. And when I left, I always made sure I was going to a position where either I was getting more pay or it was something more that interests me. And I've been able to do a lot of fun things while being a dental assistant. I've gotten to work in a lot of offices. I've gotten to work in schools. I've gotten to teach and do a lot of fun things. So that's what I want to talk about in this video. Things that I have learned over the years, that if you are the same like me and want to progress as a dental assistant, just some things that I have learned and where you should look and how to obtain that. So first, I want to say I do live in Oregon. Certifications in other states can be different. So what I say here might be different in another state, and I wish I had all the knowledge of all the states, but I don't, because there's different certifications and qualifications in every state, unfortunately. So I always recommend to go to danv.org, and that will help you with your state and what is required in your state. So basically, Elva reached out to me and she said that, she wants to do more, and she is just stuck as a dental assistant and there's not anything else for her to do in her office, and she's getting bored and she wants to do more. So I responded back to her and I said, something that's been great for me is getting my CDA, because within Oregon, if you have your CDA, then you can teach. So it opens up jobs that maybe your local community college has, or their dental assisting program. So you can go there and look and see if they're hiring for their dental assisting programs, and maybe you could teach a course. I know many assistants that have taught courses at our local community college. I have applied and unluckily did not get the position because they had already filled it with a hygienist, and they decided to go with a hygienist instead of an assistant. But yeah, I know many of assistants that have done that, and I don't even think all of them have their CDA, but they definitely do have their EFTA. But you could look into community colleges or into dental assisting programs and see if they're looking for an instructor. That's a great way to progress and do something differently. There's also dental assisting programs within schools. And usually you get into those programs through clinics that are federally funded. They go into the schools and they provide sealants and fluoride and dental education. So look for those type of opportunities as well. And also, I feel that working in a private office and in a clinic is very different. So clinics usually, in my experience and knowledge, they usually provide a little bit more growth for dental assistants because there's other positions you can go into. And also, they may work with certain programs. They might do outreach, or they might go to schools, or they might have a mobile bus that they work with, just different things for you to do. So clinics are great for, I think, assistants to get into. Yes, it's a lot of work and you're going to see a lot of patients and you're going to be very, very busy, and it's not for everybody. But there's other positions. There's team leads, there's managing positions, there's you could get into like ordering for the clinic, or doing more than assisting for a doctor, like say in a private office. As where a private office, you're working for one dentist all day, every day, and there's not a lot of growth. But again, there could be great things about that too. Like if you just love dental assisting and you just want that stability to work for one doctor and just learn one doctor, a private office might be great for you. I mean, you could go in there, learn the way of one doctor, just work with that one team all the time. But if you're someone like me, I like to learn. So clinics, or larger scale dental clinics have always been kind of more my type of place to work at, because you can work with multiple dentists, you meet a lot of different people, there's a lot of room for growth. They will usually reimburse you for education, or if you're trying to progress or do more, they usually reimburse you for that. So yeah, that was my advice to Elva. And I think it's important to just realize too that I've always been super honest with you guys about dental assisting, because it is hard work and there are offices you get into and they underpay you and it cannot be fun, but if you're really passionate about dental assisting and it's something that really interests you, there's a lot of places you can work, and there's different offices for different personality types, and there's a big pay range that you can get into. And if you're a hard worker and you strive, you can make really good money as a dental assistant. And I know there's people that disagree with me and they're like, $25 an hour is not a lot. Well, to me, it's pretty good money. I'm happy with that. And, if you want to strive for more than that, that's amazing. Go into hygiene or, strive for more. You can do whatever you want to do. But for me, dental assisting is great and I do really, really enjoy it. And you can make decent money at it, but you have to be persistent and it's going to take some time. You're not going to graduate from dental assisting school and the office you get into, you're going to be making $25 an hour. It's not going to happen. It does take a lot of work, and you have to progress and get your EFTA, get certifications, learn. And I'm not gonna lie, there's some people that get very lucky in their first office, they make decent money. But if you've watched some of my videos, that wasn't my experience. I think I started out at like $11 an hour. So I've worked my way up. It's taken me 7 years to get up to 25, So actually 8 years. Gosh, and I think I've been assisting for 8 years now. I don't know, time flies, but it's taken me some time to get up there. But it does happen, and I've learned a lot, and I've had a lot of awesome experiences. But yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that and, put some stuff out there and just recommend, clinics if you're more interested in progressing and maybe having some other options besides just assisting. Clinics, like I said, are really tough because they are very, very busy, but they do tend to have a little bit more options for dental assistants, and there's a lot more growth within clinics. So yeah, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.